I got two. Apparently, I got something in my throat too. But
Well, it's not my wiener.
nope, it's not long enough.
Yep, I can't
Yeah.
cross state lines. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I
Doesn't
don't
touch
know.
my tonsils, so it doesn't make me gag.
I'm not going to say the heinous shit that I could. You know what? This is a great opportunity. First of all, welcome back
Welcome back.
to your weekly TIFU Digest. This is a great opportunity for us to tell you that if you have not joined the Discord and you ever want to hear us talk like we can't on here, you could always join us in a section of our Discord where you can be as heinous as you fucking want. Links in the description. Oh man,
Oh, no,
it
I'm
is.
scared.
Random people are gonna pop in and be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm good." We're gonna lose
Maybe not.
subscribers.
As much as you want. There are limits, but they're the societal, like, you really fucked up limits, not the this is not very tasteful limits. So just want to
Yeah, I
point
would
that
say
out.
we stay pretty tasteful.
Yeah, but, well, mostly. Every now and then.
Guess you got to join to find out.
Yep.
Yeah, no, the Discord's a fun place.
Yep.
We have a lot of the lousy listeners in there. We do appreciate everybody who hangs out with us in there. It's always a great time.
Oh yeah.
I actually, it's a great moment to do this. I have not said this yet on here. So this was like a few nights ago, maybe like a week or so ago. I don't remember. I had put in the Discord, I was like, hey everybody, I'll be hanging out in VC tonight. If anybody wants to come hang out and say hello, feel free to pop in. So I want to say apologies. I was hanging out in VC. Serene, I'm apologizing specifically to you. You popped into the VC and I was muted, and I also have a physical board in front of me, and I had the channel muted that is for the Discord notifications. And it took me, I don't know how long you were in there, but when I realized you were in there, I was like, oh, hey. But the problem was I had been sitting in there for so long by myself that I started playing a game in which I do have to be muted in the Discord, and that is GTA RP. If y'all dig on GTA RP, yes, I partake. So I apologize if you felt like I wasn't trying to talk to you. That was not the case at all. I genuinely didn't know you had joined, and then truthfully had already gotten so deep in what I was doing that I couldn't get out of it.
Another one of these fake content creators that say, yeah, let's hang out. Let's start this parasocial relationship. And then you're just like, you know what? No.
You know what? I know we have to do an ad read, so we're going to get into the ad read, but we're going to talk about that in just a second. Okay. So it's time for an ad read. Y'all already know what's up. It's Into the AM. We're partnering with them. We love them. They're amazing. We do appreciate all that they do for us by, first of all, allowing us to not only work with them, but also, helping us keep the lights on. And so you can help with that as well by simply clicking the link in the description or in the pinned comment. Sam, what is that link?
That link is intotheam.com/lousy, where right now they're actually running a basic tee sale, where if you get that, it's up to 60% off on packs of basic tees. And our lovely Joe here is rocking a long sleeve basic tee, which you don't see very often, but long sleeves always very comfy for the winter and the fall, and just really whenever, honestly, unless you live in Texas, then don't. Although good sun protection, so something to think about. And then on top of that, if you use our code lousy at checkout, then you get an extra 10% on top of it. So very good deals. Very, very good shirts. Of course, they have a bunch of other stuff on there too. So go and peruse to your heart's content. Come on back here and show us what you got in that Discord.
You're actually wearing a retro tee right now.
Yeah.
I love that tee.
I love this. And the back is dope too.
Yeah, I love the back.
The back is so
cool. I mean, y'all have heard us say it time and time again, and we proudly represent the brand. Into the AM is nothing short of excellent. They always have quality clothing for pretty much any style. So go check it out. If this is your first time here, of course, swing on by there. Go check it out and see what you can find. If you're returning, also go there and check it out because you might find something new. They're always putting new stuff out. And of course, like Sam said earlier, That link is in the pinned comment and in the description, intotheam.com/lousy. Again, intotheam.com/lousy. Go check it out. And since you're here already, if you're new here, we've seen like 68% of you haven't subscribed. So click the subscribe button, like the video. We greatly appreciate it. Helps us out. Helps YouTube know to push us to more people. And you can get some more lousy content. Bang. Now, lousy content has a double entendre there.
Ooh.
You were talking about these content creators being fake as shit.
Yeah.
We mentioned this. Have you seen the fallout from all the people who went fucking nuts on TikTok?
All those are like, oh, this app's being banned, so fuck it. Which I don't get. Like, if you have any, like, even sliver of a platform, like, if one part of it's going down, why are you just nuking yourself? But, hey, whatever. Maybe I'm the one in the wrong here. You know, maybe we're the silly ones for not doing that. But, you know, hey, whatever. But also, you know, we just maybe don't lie. Don't be shitty people.
Yeah, like that's one thing I will give you and I props on is who you see on this show. You can ask anybody who knows us IRL that also watches the show.
Yep.
We're the same people when you see us in person. I am just as stupid and just as goofy. Sam is just as much of a cat. You know, he's going to look at you real. You are a cat. I'm a dog. You're a cat.
Yeah, you're like a lab. Like you're like
dude, I am 100%. Yeah, no doubt about that.
Yep.
Throw the ball. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, like,
I am definitely a cat. Wow,
you are.
Never thought of it that way.
I just blew your mind, dude. But like we are the same people, and so like we don't have these like weird skeletons in the closet of people like saying like, oh yeah, I faked all my content. No, we just love what we do, and we like whatever. Like there's nothing for us to sit here and be like, yep, you know, hey, that guy from 3 months ago, yeah, there's a check the river, you know, like no, nothing like that.
Is that Buckeye? Is Buckeye all right? Somebody checking on Buckeye. Shout out Buckeye.
Hey Buck. But no, like, you know, it's quite hilarious to see so many creators. It's like a new age. It's like the phoenix coming up from the ashes, all these new creators, because all the old ones decided to burn themselves on an app. So
not all of them, but a lot of them for sure.
Most for sure. Most.
Yep.
But that is not why you're here. No. Nope. You're here for some fuck ups, much like those TikTokers. So I love good segues. It's time for some fuck ups from our favorite website, Reddit. As always, if you ever want to submit your fuck up and have us read it, we do these weekly. So if yours gets voted high enough, it may show up on the show. Don't be afraid. Go submit your fuck ups. But we're going to get started. Y'all know what it is. 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting low, ending on a high note. Sam, you're starting us off this week.
Sure am. Thank the Lord.
Yeah. No, wait until
number 2.
Until 3. Oh. Or was it 3 or 2? Was it? No, it's 3. It's 3.
Oh, sorry, 3. Sorry, number 2 as far as like the second one we read, but then number 3 for the week. So, yeah. Counting is hard, but anyway.
Yeah.
We're gonna start this off.
Yeah.
Just like we normally do. Number 4. Today I fucked up. 113 days nicotine free by having sex. Ooh, that post-sex cigarette. I miss it. Anyway, I quit vaping 113 days ago, according to Days Sense app. It was really tough, but I stuck with it after 7 years of being heavily addicted to nicotine in various forms. At this point, I didn't think about nicotine at all, but my girlfriend still vapes. She is trying to quit though, so she has been using my old nicotine patches and with some success so far. Anyways, today we felt frisky and decided to engage in some adult activities together. Nothing out of the ordinary. We were engaged in various acts for around 45 minutes when I started to get a bit flushed, which was strange. But in the heat of the moment, I disregarded it and concluded the session. When I was pulling off the condom, I noticed something. Her nicotine patch was now firmly on my forearm. At first, I laughed at how preposterous it is that it could get off of her and perfectly place itself on me, not rolled up on any end in the slightest, but then the horror set in. I was feeling flushed from the heavy dose of nicotine crawling up my clean born again veins. 113 days of sobriety ruined by some magic nicotine patch. Fuck. Do you think I should reset the day's sense counter? TLDR, my nicotine sobriety was ended today by a magic nicotine patch that transplanted from my partner onto me during sex. How?
I can't be the only one. And I know you all at home, as you were listening along with me, hearing Sam read that story, I'm not the only one who thought the next line was going to be, and magically inside the condom, there was a nicotine patch on my dick. Yeah. Like, I'm not the only one. Yeah. I know y'all thought it too.
She slapped a nicotine patch right on the gooch. And
dude, oh my God. Oh. Why,
could you imagine
why are
the
my
release?
Balls flushed?
Imagine that release, though, for the first time. Oh. Brother,
God is talking to me right now.
Stan from South Park is like, it was a ghost. It's ectoplasm. Oh,
like you know, if that happens, the O is going to be so legendary. Like you're going to have conversations with like ancient Mayans suddenly teleported to the future, and you're going to see year 3000. And we're in like Jetson style, like little, like, you know, hovers. And then suddenly you're going to flashback and suddenly you're in bed, sweaty, disgusting, like, oh shit, what happened?
Post-nut clarity hit so hard you could read the future.
You know what? I don't think you fucked up your 113 days. I think shit happens. You know, I think it's a level, sobriety to me is you actively seeking away from something.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the next steps that will determine if you fucked it up or not.
Yeah. Now, if you took a fat rip off of a vape like seconds after that, then we need to talk. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you know, I would say you didn't. I wouldn't say you fucked up. I would say it's just a fucked situation from an unfortunate circumstance, but you did nothing wrong.
No, it's you weren't going out of your way to try to get the patch on your scrot. Like, it was... I'm
just imagining his post-nut clarity. Do you remember from Transformers 2 when Sam is in front of like all of the primes and like this dreamlike state? Or no, it was 3 when he's like getting the matrix of power or whatever the fuck it was, and he's like can barely say. That's what this dude's going through. He's like, God, why are there 6 of you? What is happening?
Why are they all robots?
I need to get everyone to Pluto. Crazy. Okay, I'll work on it as soon as I come out of this. Post-nut clarity ends. Who the fuck am I? Oh man,
really
post-nut clarity is just. If you could bottle post-nut clarity, the world would be at peace.
Oh yeah.
Like there would be no governmental issues, no wars. Nope. We'd all just be like, sup, dude, high five.
Yeah. Everybody's constantly coming.
I so desperately wanted to hit my board just now because I have a button on here that's just literally screams, we're fucking coming, man. Oh, no fuck up here. My opinion, no fuck up
here. Like I said, depends on what you do from here on out. So hopefully you kept the streak alive.
I don't even think we need to go in the comments personally. We have drained this. That's a bad thing to say.
Let's move on. This next one's going to take a while anyways.
All right. Oh, this is how long is, oh my God.
It's about as long as the one last week that I had to read.
I'm gonna.
Yep.
Actually, really good.
Looks good.
Chocolate protein latte, y'all. Actually, it's just chocolate protein coffee, technically. No milk. Really good.
Hell
trying to get on that health grind, you know what I'm saying? Takes a lot to look this good. Anyways, today I fucked up. Saw that look. Today I fucked up by cleaning my windowsill braless.
Same.
I do that every day.
Yeah. Great minds.
For context, I'm Irish, and we recently had big historic storm. There wasn't too much damage done to my home, mainly the garden and a few roof tiles off, but on the grand scale, not bad. However, I did leave the kitchen window open on a latch. The window didn't break, but it did leave a mess inside my kitchen around my window inside, the sink, and the blind. My ma and da's, ma and da? Yeah. Do they say da or da?
They say,
Is it da?
I think it depends even regionally within Ireland on if they say da or da.
True.
You know,
Okay, yeah. So my ma and da's house had the power cut. So obviously I'd invited them to stay. They said they'd be at my house in around 2 hours. My ma, God bless her wee soul, is a bit of a clean freak. So naturally, my ADHD self shot straight into hyperfocus. The ADHDers will understand this. Because of the storm, the contents of the wood chip and mud from the garden were inside my kitchen by the windowsill, all over my blinds and sink. So I chose to get right into washing inside the kitchen cupboards and the ice cube trays inside the freezer in true ADHD style. Scrub the floor, Armageddon style, where bacteria wouldn't survive. The anxiety really started to kick in, so I took some oil that I'm prescribed, 2 milliliters, 30 milligrams THC. Hey. Usually takes an hour or so to kick in, but I'd forgotten to eat, but nah, fuck it. Feck it. So anyway, I take a break and doom scroll and notice the time. Jesus, Mary, and the wee donkey, half an hour before my parents get here, better finish cleaning. I'm so
Irish
stealing.
People.
I swear, dude,
Irish people,
top
dude.
tier. I'm stealing some of these. Jesus, Mary, the wee donkey.
I'm actually on like Irish folk song TikTok like right
Solid.
now, and I'm loving
Solid.
it.
So I get to the windowsill, so muddy, and some plants that sat on the ledge had been blown over. These plants were all cactus, particularly a bunny ear cactus plant that I'm particularly fond of. So I moved them off the windowsill on the draining part of the sink and sorted the soil just as the oil started to hit me. Now, this is key. I was in old clothes, hair up, braless. The ladies will know this is classic deep clean attire. And the fellas will say, we find
Nice.
that hot.
Nope.
I start wiping the ledge, high as a fucking kite. Now, this might sound like a humble brag, but I'm rather well endowed in the knockers front. The chariots were swinging slow. And my sweet bunny ear cactus was being smothered, particularly by my right tit, as I was leaning over them to clean the windowsill. The pain didn't even kick in right away. I'd cleaned the windowsill, blind, and even sprayed air freshener. It wasn't until I went to get changed and took my t-shirt off that I felt the burn of 1,000 fucking suns. When I took my top off, I'm not joking when I say it looked like the cast of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and went to war with my tits using tiny spears. It looked like tiny blonde hairs covered my right tit. It looked like my right tit was going through menopause. It was hot, red, and had tiny hairs all over. The pain really started to kick in. I turned my bathroom upside down looking for tweezers. I found them just as I heard someone walk in my door. My parents had arrived. My face was purple, tears in my eyes. My mom knew something was wrong. My dad was clueless. His first words upon seeing me and the damage from the storm was, had more wind up my arse. Charming. I had to fess up to my ma. I've told her I've hurt my tit. There's cactus pricks all over my tit. She laughed and said, excuse me? So I showed her. The gasp of horror on her face, I swear you'd have thought I'd spat on my granny's grave. She starts inspecting, pulls her phone out to use the torch. Obviously, she's old, so it takes her 2 business days to turn on the torch of her 2014 Samsung Galaxy. I stand at the top of my stairs with one tit out. She looks and tells me she has a solution. A microfiber cloth. Something she's seen on TikTok. Suddenly, I got a case of the giggles, in pain but fucking pissing myself at this idea. She gets the cloth, proceeds to rub it over my tit to grab the small pricks out. It worked. Excruciating, but it worked. But my ma, it doesn't stop there. We need to now cool your tit down because it looks raging red. You'd think some ice, frozen peas, or even some cooled cabbage leaves. No, not my ma. Holy water. God bless your tit. I'll give her due. She also recommended cabbage later on. The whole time my father is sat on my sofa watching the news, he walked into my kitchen and shouts upstairs, "What the fuck have you done?" Me, just as the THC reached its peak, runs downstairs with my ma. We go into the kitchen where my da is. He's holding onto my very expensive Roman blind with white spots all over it. I'd cleaned it with bleach while I was obviously melted on the THC. While I stood there, still braless with my t-shirt up, holding my right tit exposed. Anyway, we had a steak pie and potatoes for dinner. It was grand. My father looked at the steak pie in the eye more than I. TLDR, I cleaned my kitchen, invited my parents for dinner, got high and damaged my tit, leaned over a cactus, which was soothed with holy water from my mother, and then proceeded to flash my father. Had a nice but awkward steak pie dinner afterwards. Holy shit.
This is probably the best story we've ever read.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's incredible.
I fucking love Irish people, man.
Irish people are the best, dude.
Oh my God. If there was ever a country I would live in besides America, it would definitely be Ireland. Like, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
The people are fucking awesome. No one gives a fuck out there. They're just like, we're living, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
Don't bring the drama here. This is
I don't even know where to start on this, dude. Like,
this is an onion of fuck ups. There are layers on layers on layers.
I thought it was just gonna end with the titty on the cactus, but no, it went so much deeper than that.
It kept going. It just kept going.
Inception levels of fucking fuck-uppery. A few fuck-ups there.
I mean, I think this just goes to show. Shout out to all the stoners out there. We've all had our fair share of moments. No doubt about that. Probably not the smartest thing to just, microdose on some drops as you're getting ready to clean your house.
No.
Unless you can handle it. Like, I know I will say this. I will say this. Small little fuck up on my part. I'll give this little tidbit. I think I told you this story. Thanksgiving. I'm cooking for everyone alongside some friends. I live in a very green friendly state. And so it's not uncommon for us to partake. I'm trying to not get TOS here, if you understand what I mean. So it's not uncommon for us to partake. I personally don't often, more so if it's a celebratory event in which I know we're all chilling, or if I just need to like bring my anxiety down to fucking like -2. So this particular day, we had the smokers rolling, having a good time. I was like, hey, I'm going to go take a shower. Buddy goes, wait a second. Let's rip this real quick. That way we can all be good for dinner time. And I was like, say less. For anybody who knows this, one, I was still cooking. So food's still on the smokers. And two, if you do that and take a very hot shower, your blood flow gets much better. So I visited an entire different galaxy while I'm in my shower, like it's the fucking TARDIS from Doctor Who. So I get it. The problem that came after, though, is I forgot about the mac and cheese, and the bottom of the pan was crispy. So I say that to say I sympathize. However, let's probably not do that next time.
Yeah. Usually if you're going to be partaking, you want to do it in an environment that is cohesive to that and not doing anything else that's even vaguely important or
correct
anything else like that. So yeah, God, this is such a good story. Real quick, while you search for the lost city of Atlantis at the bottom of your shaker bottle there, first comment said, did you happen to also write this high as a kite? What is was that just all the powder?
There was no chocolate left.
Maybe mute yourself before you puke.
I have nothing to wash it down. That's the problem. Oh, that was awful.
I just want to watch.
Okay, go ahead. Do your thing. I'm a mute.
Anyways, the first comment is, did you happen to also write this high as a kite? And Opie responded, I'm not an amateur. I'm also drunk. If that's not the most Irish thing I've ever seen.
Oh.
You want to go get something to drink real quick? I can cut it.
Oh, possibly.
This would be a good spot to put the mid-roll anyway. So, hey, mid-roll coming right at you.
Well, just run the ad.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching the video so far. While you're here, click the subscribe button to become a lousy listener. And also click that join button. For $2.99, you can have access to exclusive emotes and also get some cool features like interacting with Joe and I. Also, click the link in the description to join our Discord. Back to the video.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Please tell me you're still recording. Please tell me you're still recording. Okay, good. And we're back.
I need more water. Oh my God.
It's just raw protein.
It's plant protein.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it tasted like that cactus that fucking scraped all over her titty, probably.
The best way I can describe the taste that just went through my mouth was like if you like put like broccoli and kale and green beans and like asparagus and grass in a fucking blender. There was no chocolate flavor. It was ass. It was disgusting. It's still grainy in my mouth. Oh God. Never fucking doing that again.
I was amazed you were going for it personally, but I was like, all right, whatever. Must be some really good protein powder.
It looked like chocolate. It looks like chocolate.
Man's expecting Nesquik at the bottom of that.
Well, I mean, I apologies. I hope that was to y'all's liking. All right. I believe you're up next.
Sure am. I'm glad you get a second to chill. So, with number 2 for the week, today I fucked up by staring at a client during a couples massage. I'm a registered massage therapist, or RMT for short. Often during treatments, especially when using Swedish techniques, I tend to visually zone out. I find it easier to focus on what I'm doing with my eyes closed to just staring into space. Just work by feel, you know? Today, another RMT and myself were booked for a couples massage. My client was female, and my coworker had her male partner. Now today, I'm more tired than usual. It was a very gusty night, and the wind howling kept waking me up. So as I'm working in the warm, quiet, and dimly lit room, anytime I close my eyes, I can feel my body wanting to doze off. In these types of situations, a couple coworkers and myself will start doing facial exercises to try and keep ourselves awake without disturbing the client or taking away from their experience. Think like super wide eyes, clenching and unclenching jaw, furrowing and unfurrowing brows, puffing up cheeks and sucking them in, etc. It's weird and it looks weird, but it does help, and usually no one knows unless there's another RMT in the room. So I'm making these weird faces to try and keep myself awake and on task, and the appointment is going as normal. The other RMT has their client turn, put their eye mask on. I have my client turn over and give them an eye mask, and then I continue my face exercises. At some point, I'm away in my head somewhere while working away and not paying attention to what I'm actually staring at while continuing to make these stupid, dumb faces. When suddenly I zone back in and notice my coworker's client staring back at me with a very disturbed expression. My coworker had removed their eye mask because it kept sliding off and I hadn't noticed. I had been seemingly intently staring at this poor guy, making bizarre faces for at least several minutes at this point. He didn't say anything, so I swiftly broke eye contact and tried to avoid looking his way again for the rest of the session. I basically ran from the room after the appointment ended, just feeling mortified by this. And if that client happens to stumble upon this, I'm sorry for making it weird. Thanks for not complaining about my weird staring. TLDR, today I effed up by zoning out and absent-mindedly staring at a client during a couples massage while doing facial exercises to stay awake. And we have an update. They rebooked. Just letting y'all know, looks like it went over as best as it could have. After that appointment, I had quickly let my boss know what had happened before I had to jump into my next appointment. She, like many of you, enjoyed a good laugh at my expense. The couple hung out in our lounge and sauna for some time after, and at some point then, as I was informed at the end of my day, my boss checked in on them to see how they enjoyed the amenities and service. They seemed to be enjoying everything and didn't mention anything about my weird faces at that point, so she didn't bring it up. When they went to pay, they left generous tips for my coworker and myself. A few hours later, the guy called back and asked to rebook, specifically asking for the girl with the funny focus face to work on him this time. Apparently, his girlfriend told him it was really good massage, so he wants to give me a go next round. Funny faces and all. They'll be back in a couple of weeks, so I suppose while I felt like I'd royally fucked up in the moment, it sort of worked out in the end. Nice. Big dubs.
Yep. We like to see fuck ups turn into wins.
Yep.
See, that's wholesome. That's wholesome right there. That's not like burning tit worthy. That's just I'm just imagining though, dark room, me on the table. I look over and I see someone looking back like right. I would just be like, do I need to leave?
They're like really into this massage. The Swedes are weird, apparently.
Hey, look, my dumb ass would be like, man, international culture, it's awesome, man. They try new things all the time. I'm never used to this.
You just have that one client that's like, oh, do I need to be doing that too? And then they're just sitting there on the table just
oh God, the memes that are going to come from this. Oh no. I just realized.
Hi, Serene.
Oh, hi, Serene. Hey, look, I'm putting this out into the ether. Y'all got to step your meme game up. Serene's on it right now.
Yeah.
Whew.
Fucking on fire.
Yeah. Yep. This first comment here says, in the future, you should consider just being honest with the client. They'd probably just laugh at how weird the masseuse is and have a funny story instead of being disturbed. No, you run. You run and you hope that it works out just like this.
Yes, because clearly it does. Like nothing bad will ever happen. You'll never have a caring customer.
No questions asked. Oh yeah. Oh God. I don't even want to know how it would have gone if a Karen had gotten involved in this.
Minimize the fucking first comment, dude. It was the Mr. Bean for me.
Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect.
All right. Last one.
All right. Yep. Top fuck up of the week coming at you hot. Here we go. Today I fucked up. Went in for a job interview and asked to eat lunch in the office instead of going out. Was told that was why they weren't going to hire me. Interesting. The title has me intrigued, but here we go. Looking for a job, had a recruiter hit me up about a good fit. Zoom interviewed with a company once for 2 hours. They liked me so much they flew me to their headquarters to meet the team. Essentially, I was as good as hired. The flight in was rough as hell, with the person in front having their seat down and my knees getting grinded by metal while we bounced around in the air. After 4 hours, we landed and I went right to the hotel room to sleep. Woke up the next morning, went into the office and started meeting with the team. The CEO says they had a schedule laid out with me to meet the entire team and asked if there was anything that they could do to accommodate me. I saw on the schedule that it said go out for lunch. My knees still hurting from the flight. I spoke up and said, is there any way we could do a meet and eat here in the office? He said, I guess, with a confused look on his face, then excused himself and exited. The CFO followed suit and left while I remained behind it with a revolving door of team members coming in to talk to me. Closer to lunch, the CEO stops back in and says, I really think you need to take the team out to lunch. It will be good for you to bond. I instantly replied, okay, that works for me. went to lunch, came back, kept doing interviews. CFO comes in at the end of and says, "We appreciate your time and thank you for coming in, but we are going to pass on you and look at other candidates. We already called you an Uber, which is here. Please follow me." Yikes. Traveled back home after spending the rest of the day at the airport. Thank God for Delta Sky Lounge. Red eye back. Got home at 6 a.m. Went to bed. Recruiter calls at 10 a.m. and says, "I have feedback on the interview. Apparently there was some issue about lunch and they felt offended. I explained what happened and said to the recruiter, 'You were great to work with. Please call me if another position comes up.' TLDR, went to a job interview, asked if we could eat lunch in the office, not go out. CEO took offense to the accommodation request and the recruiter said that was why I didn't get the job. I've read all the comments so far. Best comment, I snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. Reminder, this sub is today I fucked up, acknowledged at the time of posting. Okay. You could choose to dogpile, but if it makes you feel better about your day, your choices, or your situation, then it was worth it. No one is perfect. No one is 100% right all the time, and we all hopefully learn from our mistakes. P.S. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. Not sure what that has to do with anything other than give a face to the post. Wow, this post has 6+ million views and is about to hit the front page of the most toxic comment section ever. Well done. Digital cookies for everyone. Who knew Redditors were such proponents of lunch?" Damn. I mean,
Like, I get the reasoning why you wouldn't want to, but I just feel like if you're in interview mode, like even if you think you have the job, like you just need to pull out, like you just need to sacrifice everything, basically, and just be like, you know what, my knees hurt, but fuck it, we'll go out. Like,
there's only okay. So if we're looking at this logically, like as like in a substantial professional atmosphere, because we've kind of like we've been comedic with the other three, which I think they were lighthearted. This one's a little more serious. There's only one place you fucked up. The CEO says they had a schedule laid out with me to meet the entire team and asked if there was anything they could do to accommodate me. I saw on the schedule that it said go out for lunch. My knee's still hurting from the flight. I spoke up and said, "Is there any way we can do a meet and eat here in the office?" You should have immediately said after that, the reason for my request is the flight was terrible. My knees are killing me from what happened on the flight. If that's okay with you all, I would like to do that. If not, I'll gladly go out.
Yeah.
If you don't explain your reasoning to that, especially if they had no accommodation set for lunch, then it looks like I get it. It looks like you're just using them for lunch at that point.
Yeah.
But if you explain the accommodation, at least give them some continuity or context as to what you're talking about. Like, that's a whole different ballgame in and of itself.
What this is sounding like, though, is he's the boss, not the boss.
Correct.
Boss, clearly. Like, he's going to be one of like he's the leader of said team, and they want to all go out to lunch as like a team camaraderie. Get to know the new boss thing.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's necessarily using them for lunch, because I doubt they'd make this guy pay for everybody, right? Like I'd be amazed if that was the case. Like it's got to be on the company dime if it's not even like an offer extended, right?
That's a good point. Yeah.
So like either way, it was gonna be free lunch. Like it was gonna be lunch on the company. So like I don't get why it was so weird and offensive to just ask to just stay at the office. Like I don't get why they would pass on it. Maybe I'm adding context to it. I don't know, but like it seems sus.
If I may also say, like, I think we need to take a step back on this. I agree with you on the sus part, because I don't like if they flew you out, if they red-eyed you out, put you up in a hotel, the whole 9 yards, had you meet the team, and it was lunch that caused them to not go with you, I'm going to assume there might have been something else. Like,
Yeah.
even if the recruiter said that, like why that? I'm with you 100%. Like, why that? Either that or that's a company you don't want to work for, because that means they are willing to make a snap decision on the smallest of bullshit.
Yeah.
Something's not adding up there.
Something's super weird with that. I don't get it, but hey, whatever. That's
Oh my god. Look at these
the
comments.
are nuts. Yeah. The first one is from a teammate perspective. You are the person that ruined a free lunch. Sounds like it's going to be free either way, but
Well, the next comment is, oh my god, yeah, can you imagine working there and the boss is like, we're going out for lunch today with the new guy, kind of a big group interview. Then OP shows up and shits all over it. Whole office would hate you.
maybe that perspective, like maybe they already told everybody like, hey, we're going out for lunch. And then he's like, actually, no, like maybe that's it. That's still a stretch. And like, if that's it, then they're all just weird, but
I don't know. These comments are atrocious though.
Yeah. I feel like we're missing something.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments. Are we missing something here? Like I feel like we've dissected this enough. Like, I don't know. I really don't know on this front here. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just something isn't smelling right, and I feel like we're missing something. But
yeah,
let us know in the comments. Y'all, I mean, y'all heard us read this. Let us know in the comments.
Yep.
All right, that's it.
Interesting
last story.
Shitty cherry on top of the rest of the stories.
Yeah, honestly.
Like the other three were all great, all funny. Like,
yeah, top fuck up because you fucked up our vibe. Damn it.
Yeah. I think maybe this guy is just like a walking vibe killer. Like, I wonder if that's what it is. Like, he shows up and then he's just like immediately kills the vibe. I don't know.
That, maybe actually. I don't know. Let us know in the comments. As always, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and yeah, we're going to see you on Saturday.
Bye.
Later.